Welcome to Question Bank. In this video, I am going to start a new series in which I am going to solve problems from any topic. That is why I am naming it random MCQ. I can solve questions from any topic, any subject, and these questions may help you in exams like SSC, JEE, RRB, JEE, OPTCL, OPSC, Assistant Executive Engineer, Engineering Services, and other state and national level PSCs. So let's get started. The first question is, the voltage across 5 Henry inductor is Vt is equal to 30 t square when t is greater than 0 and 0 when t is smaller than 0. Find the energy stored at t is equal to 5 seconds. Assume 0 initial current. So we know that energy stored in the inductor is given as E is equal to half L I square, that is half into inductance into current square. So here inductance is given which is constant, but we have to find out the current. So voltage across the inductor is defined as V is equal to L di by dt, and here di by dt is equal to 1 by L into V, and this can be written as I integration of di is equal to 1 by L integration of V dt, because V is here the dependent variable on t. So here I am written that one. So I am getting I is equal to 1 by L 30 t square integration dt, and energy will direct put this term here. Energy, calculation of energy, E is equal to half L into I square, that is 1 by L integration of from 0 to 5, asking for up to 5 seconds. So 0 to 5 t square dt whole square, half L I square, I is whole term. So this is coming to be half 1 L and here another L square, because here is the square. So here I am getting 1 by 2 L, and then 0 to 5 30 t square dt whole square, and what I am getting 30 square by 2L into TQ by 3 from 0 to 5 whole square, 30 square by 18L, because 2 here and 9 from here. So this is coming to be 5Q minus 0, which is coming to be finally this is coming to be 156.250 joule, which is also can be written as, sorry, this is not the point, it can be written as 156.250 kilojoule. This is the one number and this is in terms of kilojoule. So here option D is the correct answer. Next question, what will be the equivalent inductance in millihenry for the circuit given below? Here in this circuit A is connected directly to B, through this only, and these inductances have no value because these are all sorted. These are all sorted. So here the equivalent inductance will be only 40 millihenry, and this is due to this one. So here answer will be option number A. Next question, if a 110 volt 50 hertz is applied across a PMMC voltmeter of full scale range 0 to 220 volt and internal resistance of 10 kilo ohm, reading of the voltmeter will be what? So PMMC is used only for DC, measurement of DC, and here it is measuring 110 volt 50 hertz, that means this is AC, so its average voltage will be 0, so it will show 0. All these data are only to deviate, so answer here will be 0. Next question, the operation of a measure is based on which of the following? And this is the moving coil meter, option C. Next question, the reading of wattmeter and ammeter is 1 kilowatt and 10 ampere respectively in the three-phase circuit given below. What is the value of power factor of circuit if the circuit is balanced? Wattmeter P is given to be 1 kilowatt and I is given to be 10 ampere, and also line voltage is given 200 volt. So here phase voltage will be 200 by root 3 volt and I is 10 ampere. So power in single phase will be P is equal to VI cos phi. Cos phi is the power factor, and here wattmeter reads only a single phase because it is connected between the neutral and the phase R. So this is reading the power consumed by only the single phase, that is R. So 1000 given here 1 kilowatt. So here 1 kilowatt here given 1000 is equal to phase voltage, that is 200 by root 3 into phase current, which is equal to 10 into cos phi, and cos phi will be equal to 1000 into root 3 by 200 into 10, which is equal to root 3 by 2, which is equal to 0.866. So here 0.86 will be the correct answer. Next question, in the circuit breaker the arcing contacts are made up of that is copper tungsten alloy. This is copper tungsten alloy. Next question, the 2's complement of number 1010101. How 2's complement is find out? First we have to find out the 1's complement. 1's complement is this one, 010110, only the complement of each digit. And next 2's complement is addition of plus 1, that means plus 1, that is 0101011. This is the 2's complement, 0101011. Which one this one? This one is option C. Next question, eddy current loss in ferromagnetic core is proportional to, this is the square of a frequency. Eddy current is always directly proportional to the square of frequency. Next question, which of the following generator offers poorest voltage regulation? Series, shunt, differential compounded, cumulative compounded. This is differentially compounded because this is the voltage and this is the load current, and this is suppose rated one or no load voltage. Then for differentially compounded motors, this is like this, not like, the plot will be like this. So after this one the voltage decreases, so this is gives the poorest voltage regulation. Differential compounded motor. Next question, if the field of a synchronous motor is under excited, the power factor will be, power factor will be always lagging. Under excited, for over excited this will be leading and used as condenser. Next question, a 150 volt DC motor of armature resistance 0.4 ohm has back EMF 142 volt. The armature current is, what is the armature current here? So here this is given back EMF and this is the supply. So here current can be calculated as V, that means supply minus back EMF by RA, that is the resistance of armature, that means 150 minus 142 by 0.4, which is equal to 20 ampere. Option C. Next question, diversity factor into maximum demand is dash. Diversity factor is equal to total maximum demand by maximum demand. Total maximum demand means number of consumer, and number of consumer is multiplied into the maximum demand of each consumer, and here the here given diversity factor into maximum demand, that means this into this, so this will be total maximum demand. So this will be option number B, sum of consumers maximum demands. Next question, the VI characteristic of an element is shown in the figure below. The element is dash. This is VI curve is given like this. If this is linear, then it have to follow the superposition principle. Superposition plus homogeneous. Then it will be linear. And for linear, the plot will be like this. So this is not linear. First thing is this is non-linear. So this may be correct, this may be correct, this may be correct. So next thing is active passive. Active passive, if we consider the plot, then if the plot exists in first quadrant and the third quadrant, this is passive, and if the plot VI plot exists in the second and the third quadrant, then it is active, and this is exist in both first and second quadrant. So this is maybe this is for active and this is for passive. And next is bilaterality. And if an element is bilateral, then this will be like this. Suppose this one is like this one, then here also in third quadrant the shape will be like same and it's like opposite, but here this is not the case. So here this is non-bilateral, non-linear, non-bilateral, means this one gone, and then comes active and passive. So this is active one, this is active one. So option A is the correct answer, because as this is present, this is active one. Next, an alternator has 9 slots per pole. What is the value of pitch factor if each coil span 8 slot pitches? So each coil spans 8 slot pitches. So slot angle will be 180, because from one phase to another phase this will be one pole to another pole, this will be 180 degree by 9, because given 9 slots per pole. So slot angle will be 20 degree, and beta is equal to 8 into 20, which is equal to 160 degree. What is this beta? Suppose this is one pole and this is another pole, this is S and this is N, north and south. Suppose this one is the middle and this one is the middle, the whole is alpha plus beta. And what is beta? Beta, suppose one side of the coil here and another side of the coil is here, not here. This is the ideal position, but it is here. So this is coded by beta, and this is the angle alpha, electrical angle. So here alpha is equal to 180 minus 160, which is equal to 20 degree, and Kp is equal to cos alpha by 2, so which is equal to cos 10 degree. So this is option number C. Next question, determine the secondary voltage in volt of a potential transformer when the value of system voltage is 6600 voltage V volt. The turn ratio of the potential transformer is 107 and the percentage voltage error of the transformer is 7%. So here the turn ratio is 107 and percentage error is 7%. Turn ratio, what is turn ratio? Turn ratio is always primary to secondary. So 107 is equal to 6600 by secondary. So secondary voltage will be 6600 by 107, which will be equal to 61.68 volt, and percentage error is equal to true value minus measured value by true value into 100. So 0.07, that is 7%, is equal to 61.68 minus measured value by true value 61.68 into 100, which is I have divided here. So measured value will be 61.68 minus 4.32 by, and this will be around measured value will be, this will be around 57.36 volt, 57.36, that is 57.4. Option number C. Next question, which of the following fault is coming under symmetrical fault? This is LLLG fault, 3-phase to ground fault. The threshold voltage of an N-channel MOSFET can be increased by, this is by increasing channel doping concentration. This is option number A. But in case of P-channel MOSFET, we have to decrease the doping concentration to increase the threshold voltage. So next question, in auto transformer the number of turns in primary winding is 210 and the secondary winding is 140. If the input current is 60 ampere, the current in output and in common winding are respectively. This is also very easy question. This is the auto transformer and this side 210 turns, and here the primary and secondary are connected. This is why this is auto transformer and this is 140 turns. So here given is 60 ampere. As here is 60 ampere, so 210 by 140 is equal to x by 60 and x is coming to be 90. So here the current will be 90. Here the current will be 90. As here the current will be 90, this current will here through the, so here the current here will be 30 ampere, sorry, this is ampere. Here the in common circuit there will be 30 ampere and here will be 90 ampere and here it will return 60 ampere. So answer is option number C, that is 90 ampere and 30 ampere. Next question, assume that the operational amplifier shown in the figure is ideal. The current I through the 1 kilo ohm, this current is asking. So here suppose this is point A and this is point B. As point B is connected to ground, due to the virtual ground concept, VB is equal to VA is equal to 0, and so 2 milliampere current here given, 2 milliampere is equal to 0 minus Vc by 2 kilo ohm. This is here, this is 0 voltage minus Vc, suppose this one is C, by 2 kilo ohm, because this current will flow this way, no current will flow into the op amp because this one is an ideal op amp. So here Vc is coming to be minus 4 volt. current through here Vc is -4. Current through this one 2 kilo ampere. 2 kilo ampere will be -4 volt by 2 kilo ampere, which is equal to -2 milliampere, which is downward as per the convention, downward. And as this is downward, -2, and applying KCL at C, 2 milliampere, this one is from this 2 milliampere plus I, the question is asking for I, this one plus 2 milliampere, this is upward, that means this one I have find out, -2 milliampere downward, and upward will be upward. If I consider upward, then this will be 2 milliampere. So I is coming to be -4 milliampere, which is option number A. Next question, rating of fuse wire is expressed in terms of, this is amperes, the current it can sustain easily. So this is the end of this topic. Thank you for watching up to here.